We're live, folks. My water over here, guys. I'm in a Fallout outfit right now. I just collected another. The hell were those guns in Fallout?
Which ones?
The Alien Blaster. You remember the Alien Blaster?
Yeah,
in
but you can
Fallout?
only get one,
Yeah,
and that was in
but
New Vegas.
no,
Oh
that
no,
was
no,
in
they had them in
3.
both. Right, that
That
was
was
in
in 3.
the first one was yeah, that one was
The
in
Alien
the
Blaster.
the Alien Blaster was in the alien ship.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. You have to go
but
to
the
the
one
alien
in
ship.
Fallout New Vegas was insane.
Really?
I had it? Do you remember,
I do, but I never played it.
bro? The
Probably played
Alien
3.
Blaster to get it, because you remember how like when you're creating your character, you have to choose. The camera's probably not going to get
I
you.
know. I'm trying to get undone right now.
Okay. Well, you're opening it.
Stupid as fuck.
It's that hot.
I just can't sit down properly. I have
Oh,
a
okay.
fucking 10-inch dick when I'm sitting down.
Yeah, seriously.
Alright.
So,
And I do, but it's fine. Go ahead.
and I do, but it's fun. All right, so, yeah, they had you when you were building your character, you had to select the Wild Wild Wasteland.
Okay.
Like I guess it was like a perk or something, the Wild Wild Wasteland perk, and then you would go to this one particular site, and there was an alien spaceship. Aliens would come out of it, and you had to fight them, kill them. They would be shooting you with the alien blaster.
Okay.
But if you killed them, you got the alien blaster, and that had like considerably more ammo than the one in Fallout 3. Because remember, you only get like set amount of ammo,
Yeah, that was insane.
and so you like used it on like death claws only or something.
There was a couple people that if you killed, you would get the alien blaster ammo from though.
Really?
There was like guards in like a city or something that also used alien blasters that you could kill. They're super hard to find.
Yeah.
And there was some dude in like what was the city?
Megaton?
Megaton or something. Yeah. That would sell alien blaster ammo, but it was like 12 rounds or something. And it would cost so many caps. What the fuck are we talking about?
No, well, yeah.
This is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's insanity. Video games were fun.
They were fun. Now, like, if I go to play a video game, my mind's just like, dude, you're wasting time. What the fuck are you doing?
Shit's too hot right now to be sitting down and playing a video game.
It really is.
Me personally, I don't know. Because I feel like it's fine. It's not a bad thing to do,
No.
but you will be mediocre.
You will. I mean, here and there, I'll play like.
No, yeah, I mean, but if you're
zombies.
grinding,
But you remember zombies?
yes, I remember.
Okay,
Zombies.
Hyro and I used to play Black Ops 2 Zombies,
Nonstop.
which all around was probably the best zombies. It
was up there. It was all around. It's pretty up there.
Maps wise, I think it was.
Maps wise,
Mob of the Dead.
Mob of the Dead was fucking insane.
There was nothing like Mob of the Dead.
They did
the Blundergat.
Oh yeah, Mob of the Dead was one of my favorite. For sure.
It was unmatched, bro.
It was a fun time for sure. You could drop hours on one game.
We dropped weeks.
Yeah,
like you would come over and we would
just
play for like
play.
12 hours straight.
We'd play,
yeah.
and that was it. That took a long time for us to get out of.
Shit was simple back then.
It really was. But then again, like we didn't have shit to worry about. We're like our parents are taking care of things. We're not going to.
Yeah.
We're not necessarily in charge of like where we're headed quite yet in a big way. Because you're not really in charge of where you're headed until school's done. Yeah, essentially.
Until like high school's done.
Because like
then you're like, okay,
you're still being put through the cookie cutter,
right?
And you're gonna make it out the other end as long as you're not that big of an idiot,
right?
And after that, it's really like it really shows whether or not you're lacking or on your shit.
Yeah. The crazy part is like people after high school go to college, then come back home and do nothing.
Do nothing, dude.
I don't really understand that. Like you went to college for what then?
Yeah, no, seriously.
I don't remember.
Me and Gridley did not go. I mean, I went for a little bit, and then I realized, like, why the fuck am I here? Like, they're teaching me a bunch of shit that I already know. And I was going to school for fashion design, which I've been designing garments since I was like in like sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like creating full garments. So I had no reason to be there. And dude, I FIT'em. You know how much FIT'em was a year?
You told me this, but tell the audience.
It was like $45,000 a year. And
that's crazy.
The first 2 years were general ed.
Why? Okay, here's what I don't get. If you're paying for an education and you still have to take these classes, what's the point of that?
Like you are just being idiots. It's really just like a glamour thing, because you could do those same exact general ed requirements, because in
Mhm.
order to get a degree, it's a requirement for you to get the general ed. I actually
Right.
spoke to a counselor about this. Such bullshit. The only difference between a certificate of accomplishment or a certificate of achievement and a bachelor's or a not a bachelor's, an associate's degree
Yeah.
in fashion design is the general ed classes that have nothing to do with fashion design. That is the only distinction. So they will not give you what society considers to be the baseline necessity to be considered a expert or
Yeah.
like a reliable
A
source in
worthy
a
employee.
worthy
Yeah.
employee for a technical job. That's like the minimum. And the only difference
Yeah.
is classes that have nothing to do with it.
A
It's
degree basically
ridiculous.
means that you showed up somewhere on time for said time and did said tasks and did them okay.
Yep. Did them well enough.
Yeah, well enough to where you're not still taking them.
Unless you're getting honors and like all this crazy shit and you're like stacked
But like,
and you're like valedictorian of your class,
yeah.
you kind of got scammed.
But here's the thing: the person hiring you didn't see it firsthand.
Although I do think doctors need to go to school.
Obviously,
There's
if I
a
have
lot of
something
professions
right,
that need to be in school. I don't care. I will not.
doctors, yes,
I will never. I won't let my pilot
right,
I won't hop on the fucking plane
right.
if the pilot didn't go through school and pass with flying colors.
Imagine, okay, you just broke your leg and you're going to the hospital, and there's this doctor who hops out. He didn't graduate high school.
Yeah,
You're like, bro, I'm fucked.
but he's a
I'm
doctor, so it
fucked.
means something, right?
Right,
But like,
right. So yeah, I
God,
do think that
there's certain
doctors
jobs
should
that
go to school.
you should, like doctors,
Lawyers,
lawyers. I mean,
lawyers,
yeah, you need to go to school to be
because
a
you got to
lawyer.
study law and all this and that.
But guys, if you want to do something creative,
It's not
it's
necessary.
you're robbing yourself. Honestly, there's a couple of things creatively that I could understand why you would want to go to school, but then just take a course.
Yeah.
Don't fucking drop
Also,
the amount of like it's the money
yes,
on top of that,
yeah,
your time, which is
yes.
money.
Here's what I always say: the general education, if you're not becoming a lawyer or a doctor, everything that you want to learn is on YouTube for free.
Exactly. And bro, dude,
That's why
this is the crazy thing.
it's a crazy platform YouTube is.
My
It's insane.
100%, bro. My teacher would like teach a class, right?
Yeah.
She would drop like I think it was a 2 hour class on pattern making.
Okay.
She would drop 2 hours on pattern making. We'd be like doing the whole thing in class, whatever. Some people would come in late, whatever. So she had every single lesson, like essentially the skinny of the lesson.
Right.
She had it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So literally, if you just wanted to learn,
It's just glorified YouTube, bro.
exactly what the like what she was teaching and nothing else, just the pure material,
Right.
in the most simplest form.
Yeah.
It is quite literally on YouTube for free, and I
Right.
didn't have to pay for school. I actually got paid to go to school for a second, but that was like that was SMC, and
Right.
that was just because I live here. If you don't live here, you got to
Yeah.
pay.
Also, okay, so if you get like a piece of homework or something,
Yeah.
and you're at home and you don't know how to do it, and your fucking teacher isn't there, obviously, where do you go?
The internet,
Where?
depending on what it is, but I guess YouTube. Yeah,
YouTube.
Yeah.
This is
Pretty much
chaos, bro.
Yeah, YouTube
for
is.
for high school and middle school, okay,
I
of
think
course go to school, but afterwards, bro, like 80% of everything that you need to learn is on YouTube for free, and you
And
can learn it in 5% of the time.
yeah,
Like,
because they make it a lot more
yeah,
concise. Like my teacher would convey the information she took 2 hours to explain in class in
Yeah.
quite literally a 10-minute video, and
Yeah.
it's just the same.
Yeah.
It's just the same. And so, um, what's it? Yeah, MIT actually
Yeah.
has, I think, all of their courses online
yeah.
for free.
Harvard has like a TED Talk online and like a bunch of other courses. Like Harvard level courses are on YouTube for free.
Oh, Jordan Peterson.
You know how many people pay for Harvard? Like how much Harvard is?
Well, yeah,
It's
like all of it,
insanity.
all of it is
It's on
insanity.
YouTube for
Yeah.
free,
Yeah,
bro.
for real. And here's the thing, like, if you're rolling in it, then who cares anyways? Like,
No, still, I mean, that's just a waste of money. But
at that point, it's just a waste of time, which is even more
Right.
valuable than money.
Here's the other thing about schools of that level. What was that movie? Oh God, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
was in that movie. I forgot the name
Did he
of
go
it.
to Harvard?
Yes.
Really?
So he went to Harvard, and the way that the Facebook started was in Harvard,
Really?
and it was a like community thing, and he would. God, I forgot the fucking story, but it started in Harvard. So it's not about the work; it's about the community there.
Yeah.
If
It,
you're going to those like high up
it's
schools,
about connections,
that's all it's for, basically.
essentially.
For the
Which
higher up schools like
you
that,
could get the same connections.
social network. That's the
You
movie.
can just hang out there too.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally just go sit there.
There are people that go to these schools, interview people, and they're like fucking billionaires. Just easy connections.
Yeah, seriously.
You don't even have to be like enrolled in the school.
Yeah,
Just fucking
just to walk around. I mean,
right.
some schools depends. It depends, but
But
most of the big ones, yeah.
Harvard's open.
Is it?
You can walk through Harvard.
I've never been, but like, yeah.
I haven't either, but I've
Yeah.
seen the movies. I've seen the clips.
UCLA's open.
Yep.
Fucking USC is
USC's
open.
open. Yep.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah.
But it's low key a fucking scam. Like really, the only things
Yeah.
the only things, the only reasons why you would want to go are you can just get for free. And
Yeah.
again, like if you want the college experience, then you should really ask yourself why that's something you really, 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 really want. Like
Some people just want to hoe it up.
I mean, some people don't necessarily want to. Yes, some
There's
people
a
don't.
lot of people that just want to hoe
Well,
it up.
most of them, I think most of the people, like, yeah, go with that mindset. Or not even, you know what? I wouldn't even say that because I think a lot of people are like, you know what? Yeah, I want to study this. If they actually think they want to study it, keyword think.
I'm gonna study philosophy.
Yeah, seriously.
Nah,
oh my
bro,
God,
you're
philosophy
going to
majors.
hoe it up, bro.
And yeah, and then you get there, and then it's like, oh, I'm a teenager.
Right,
I'm gonna
right.
go do whatever I want. And then like
I want to live my
waste
20s.
Yeah. Oh my God, that shit's so fucking goofy. Grow the fuck up, bro. Like seriously, like go ahead. I had an ex girlfriend one time, like
Oh, God.
or girlfriend at the time, but like we were breaking up, and
She's on TikTok, so watch out.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just
No, I
saying,
mean it's true though. It was goofy as fuck because I was beginning to enter a point in my life where I was looking at everything I had done with like completely different eyes. Context, I took mushrooms. I was seeing everything with completely different eyes. I like reassessed the entire way I interfaced with like reality as a whole and humans and every single physical object I touch completely changed. And um I just wanted to go further into that. I felt peace, I felt happy, I felt joy.
Mhm.
I stopped thinking horrible thoughts. I was like, this is amazing. This is insanity.
Yeah.
And I want to share this with people, but I was dating this girl and she was about to go to college, and as this began to happen, I completely changed, and not in a bad way. I was a lot happier, a lot more focused, a lot more productive, and she was not. And I had changed so much that she just like this was in a matter of like 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, I was basically a completely different person, and we did not resonate almost at all. And one of the things she told me when we were breaking up was, Hiro, I just don't want what you want. I'm like, do you know what I want? She's like, whatever the spirituality thing is. I'm like, want the transcendental human experience.
Mhm.
I would like to like have the experience that really no one has, and I feel that we are here for.
Yeah.
And so she literally told me, okay, well, I'm here for the average typical human experience. I just want a normal teenage.
Some people want to be normal.
Yeah.
But here's
Mediocrity is insanity,
That's
bro.
okay.
That's okay.
Someone's got to flip the burgers. That's
Someone's
got to
flip burgers,
That's
bro.
fine.
Absolutely.
But
And
I do understand what you're saying, though. It's
like
fucking
she,
wild.
she, I want the normal teenage experience, and I was like, bro, why? Why would you want what everyone else has had? Why would you not strive for
Better.
yeah, strive for greatness?
Better,
and if you at least get different,
right,
God bless.
People don't even try.
They don't.
No.
Well, they're too scared. They won't even look at it.
Yeah. I mean,
and they'll convince themselves that no, this is really what I want to do.
Right. When it's just some
But if they
bullshit
if
thing.
they didn't
yeah, they saw on
if they didn't have the
Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, no. Oh my God, that shit was so goofy. My sister watched that whole fucking show. It is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
I will say this, like, I sat down for like 10 minutes of it. You get sucked into it like it's fucking nothing.
It's hypnotic.
It really is.
It's hypnotic.
It's stupid. I'm like, whoa, why the fuck am I watching Gilmore
because
Girls right now?
It's like so mind-numbingly stupid.
But
Like,
here's
I
the
watched a couple episodes with my sister,
okay.
and like the girl, the main chick's daughter,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that bitch,
Right.
dumbest bitch ever.
Not the smartest person.
Just stupid.
Yeah,
This guy loves her,
yeah.
built her a car. They're like, "Ah!" Like, just fucking stupid.
The fucking Notebook. Have you seen that movie?
No, I heard, kind of heard what it was about, and I was like, I don't care.
So
I don't
this
care.
guy who really loved this person tried everything to fucking get with her and yada yada yada. Built her a house.
What?
Built her a fucking house. Sent her letters every single day that her parents threw away. She ended up like marrying this like rich guy and shit like that. She got engaged, went over to this guy's house and had dinner, had sex, of course. But she didn't want what he wanted.
What do you mean?
Like he wanted like an average life and shit, but she wanted something better.
Like what?
Well, because the guy who now she's like fucking married to was rich, like stupid rich,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy who was not married to her was poor. But he built her a house from scratch. He did all this and all that. And at the end of the movie, what happened? This guy.
This isn't a spoiler alert. It's been out way too long.
It's been out since the 90s.
If
Get
you
the fuck
don't
outta
know
here.
about it,
Fuck
suck
you.
it up.
Fuck you.
Suck it up.
So the poor guy at the end of the movie is now old, and this girl is in a fucking nursing home because she has fucking dementia. He is telling her the story, and she fucking forgets it every night. So it's her like you know, it's like a bedtime story.
Right.
She has a flashback, and then she's like, "Oh my god, it's you." A second later, who the fuck are you? Like tweaking. It's the most heart wrenching fucking movie ever.
Oh
Fuck
yeah,
the
you did tell
Notebook.
me about that.
Fuck everything. But the point is, Gilmore Girls and shows like that have put like a standard on what the teenage experience should be.
Dude, Euphoria. Bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
Do heroin,
You fucking
overdose,
Euphoria.
do
That
this.
stupid ass fucking show. Everything about that show
Sydney
was
Sweeney though.
disgusting, bro.
Sydney Sweeney though.
Okay, sure.
Fuck.
But I I I remember I watched one episode of Euphoria.
I watched the whole
It
first
was
season.
Are you serious?
Back in the day, back in the day, dude, I was like fucked up.
Yeah, it was back in the day when it came out. I
Yeah.
was watching it, bro. It was the most anxiety like inducing thing. I was like, who the fuck wants to watch this?
Yeah.
Like it's stupid. It's such a dumb show, and everyone's just making dumber and progressively dumber decisions.
Yeah.
Why isn't there ever a show about someone getting on their fucking shit and genuinely winning?
Have you seen Suits?
Nah.
Suits is fucking good.
Is that it?
That's one of those shows. So this guy who was like a drug dealer, accidentally stumbles into like a lawyer interview, but you have had to have gone to Harvard in order to be in their firm.
Oh.
And he didn't go to Harvard, but this guy, he fucking wanted him in the firm.
Whoa.
So he had to fake being in Harvard and fake all of his documents and shit like that.
Oh my god.
It's a fantastic show.
I mean,
so a show like that, but no one really talks about Suits.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone's hyped on Euphoria.
Even that's so absurd. That's not inspiring anyone to do anything. But like,
well, kind of. I mean, because he was a drug dealer, but he was smart as fuck.
Oh,
now he's this like crazy lawyer.
I'm saying that's not inspiring anyone to do anything genuinely absurd. 90% of people like just look at that and they're like, whatever. I literally remember like hearing this girl's friends like talking about like how they like essentially look up to these people and
where in Euphoria,
yeah, and how they'd be like they like just whatever would happen. We'd go like have a plot or something. And they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, this is such Euphoria vibes."
The
and
main
like,
character had a heroin overdose. How is that inspiring?
Oh, I remember. I didn't watch it, but I remember hearing something about this chick like refusing to pee, just holding in her urine.
Yes, yeah.
Why?
I think it was for like a drug test or something because she wouldn't get caught with it, so she didn't pee. And then she got like sick from it, and her fucking liver started failing. It was a whole thing.
Good.
The show is fucking retarded. If you want to talk about an anxiety,
it's just brain rot.
Okay, we have talked about this. Uncut Gems.
Oh my god,
gave me the most anxiety of any fucking movie I've ever seen. At the very end, when he hits the fucking parlay, hits the actual like 10-leg fucking parlay, and then gets shot in the head and dies. Dude,
horrendous.
I was not okay for the rest of the fucking day. Like, dude, this is horrible. I was sweating.
It doesn't even give you the satisfaction.
No, dude, I was drenched in sweat watching that fucking movie. I shit you not.
How much was it that he made off that 10 leg?
A lot, like millions.
What
millions.
the fuck?
Well, the whole story is fucking insane. He gave fucking Kevin Garnett this like stone, and he had to have this like stone on him, and he would play well. So this guy fucking places this huge bet on him to like do everything, and he does it, makes millions, and then he owed somebody money, and the guy shot him in the head. When he already made all the money, he fucking shot him.
That's yeah, it's foul.
Don't gamble.
Yeah.
Don't gamble. Oh, bro.
No.
Last night I gambled a little bit.
Oh God. Here
So
we go.
there's that app, Stake. Have you heard of this?
Steak?
Stake.
No.
Stake.
No.
They have this game. It's a Plinko game. Have you seen these things?
Nah.
So you press a button and this ball goes down. It's like
Oh,
like
that's
pyramid thing,
yeah.
and it hits this fucking button. I thought I was gambling like hardcore and winning like big. There's two different currencies on Stake. I was using the one that was not worth anything, just to fucking play money. I'm like, this is fucked up, because they give you like a free dollar. I thought that I was like fucking winning money, like 10 grand. I'm like, dude, holy shit, I'm winning my money, dude.
Oh, you were Jewing.
I wasn't winning anything, and I was on that shit for like half an hour. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. It
Yeah.
was kind of funny though.
It's fucked, dude.
Addicting,
Bro, that one time, we got to tell these people about what
guys.
that
I
one time.
actually hit a 12-leg parlay.
That was insanity.
So we live in California. You can't gamble.
You can't have fun here.
You can't have fun. Basically, there's this site called Bovada. Okay, it's like an offshore crypto gambling site
From like Brazil.
It's from Brazil or some shithole country.
Yeah.
And so I placed a 12-leg parlay on fucking baseball games. Okay, I placed down like $2 to win like 1,200, and I did it for like 50 different bets. Like I was just being an asshole, but I thought about it. One of these combinations has to hit. Someone has to lose and someone has to win. So I put in like a couple hundred different combinations. I spent like around $200 in all for this shit. Then this fucking day goes on and on and on. And then we get to the last game. I have two parlays that are going to hit if the Padres win. They're down by 1 run. They're playing the fucking Giants. And I'm like stressing out.
Wasn't that parlay though like the $12 one?
Yes.
Because you had several up.
Yeah, I was doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
But like, so I'm waiting for the Padres to fucking win. I go for a walk because I'm like tripping dick. You were with me.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, I can't.
We had to go.
Bro, I can't do this.
Gridley was vibrating. Like it was just insanity.
The Padres ended up coming back and winning the fucking game. I won 2 different parlays, one for 900 and one for like 300 or something. And I was fucking losing it. From that day for like
Gridley was
a
high
month.
as shit, dude.
From that day for like a month, dude, I was gambling
Hard.
nonstop. And like, dude, I was winning. I
remember that.
Here's
and then
the fucking thing.
How much did you lose? Because I remember you lost like a solid amount. And you were like, all right, this is fucked.
I won a lot of money. Then the Phillies were playing, God, some team last postseason.
Here's the thing. The crazy thing about that parlay was that, wasn't it a $1?
It was some like, it was like $1 or $2 parlay.
And it was 12 legs.
Yes.
And then the multiplier would get it up to 12.
Yeah. And it hit.
Bruh.
And it hit. No, but so I was on a roll, right? And then the postseason was happening, and the Phillies were playing the Braves, I believe. I put no. The Phillies were playing the Diamondbacks. The fucking Diamondbacks suck. I put like $200 on the Phillies to win. They got blown the fuck out, and dude, I was livid.
For the 2?
Yeah, dude, I lost $200 like fucking that.
Yeah, that's.
So, guys, gamble, but gamble smart. Like, don't be doing stupid shit. Don't be betting on like Chinese ping pong at 2 a.m.
Yeah, Gridley at one point was like betting on like fucking like
dumb shit, like
high school volleyball shit.
Dude,
like it was so funny.
ESPN was playing high school women's volleyball, and the odds were live on Bovada, and I put money on.
Yeah, you were hooked from it.
And it hit.
And you,
they fucking won.
Bro, but you were so like
I was alive.
No, like
I was fucking
bro.
tweaking.
No, bro, you like literally wouldn't stop looking at your phone. And the thing is, you already like have your eBay business and stuff. Yeah. You got to be looking at you got to check your phone pretty often because you're managing things. So, that's normal for me. But you wouldn't get off the phone.
Yeah.
And every time you looked at it, it was rage.
Yeah.
or like extreme,
Yeah, like
it,
joy.
oh my gosh,
Oh, I
like
just won! Oh
oh
my
my
fuck!
god,
They're
it
up!
was
They're up!
going insane. It was too much, and it just low key had to stop.
It was awful. My like screen time was like 11 hours because I
Yeah,
kept checking apps. Then the baseball season ended, and I was betting on hockey, and that was a whole other thing. Betting on hockey is fucking insane. It's so stressful. It's fucked up. Guys, if you're gonna gamble, do it right, and don't be betting on Chinese ping pong. Just stick to what you know and do it.
and maybe don't bet on Bovada.
No, no, but like if you're in a state that does not allow gambling, yeah,
Is Bovada viable?
yes, of
Would you vouch
course.
for them?
I would vouch for Bovada. Yes, I do like
Shout
Bovada.
out to Bovada.
Shout out Bovada, bro. Shout out Bovada. Send me some money so I can bet. Nah, nah. I mean, shit. Fuck it. Um, but yeah, dude, fucking gambling is insane. But yeah, Uncut Gems was fucking so stressful.
Horrendous. It's weird that like, I mean, I don't feel that things need to be insanely stressful to be entertaining or like full of insane conflict.
Yes,
Um, dude, normal life is interesting enough.
it is.
And if you tell a story of someone great,
Mm-hmm.
that's enthralling.
Mm-hmm.
And it just doesn't happen anymore.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
literally all degeneracy. It's so foul.
Something. Okay, you see these videos on Instagram and on YouTube of people doing like crazy shit.
Like what?
I don't know, like fucking rolling down the hill in like a shopping cart or something
Yeah,
stupid,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Stupid shit.
Then you look at your life and you're like, well, I work at McDonald's. I don't really do much.
Or like, yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
I like go home and I jack off. Your life. Well, I mean, like,
I mean, like
dude,
probably statistically, it's
that's a
a
lot of people's
huge
lives.
problem. No, yeah, and they're alone,
Yeah. So
completely alone.
and you go on Instagram and you see these reels and you're like, bro, my life sucks compared to these fucking
Yeah.
people. When dude, your life is
If
fantastic.
you live in the U.S., you're kind of winning, dude.
If
There's
you
some
live,
rough positions you can get in this country. I'm not gonna try to pretend like
it
everything's
takes effort
perfect.
to fucking do that,
It
bro.
like
Like it takes
it
fucking
gets,
effort.
yeah. You gotta really ignore so many warning signs of
Yeah.
like decadence in your life to end up in a really bad place in America. And
Yeah.
nonetheless, if you're a citizen, you can fucking apply for unemployment, bro. Like there's so much shit you can do. There's so much
There's
support.
so much opportunity
It
here.
really is.
So, like the average person at McDonald's and they go home and they jack off and watch Instagram reels and play video games. That sounds like a horrible life, but if you compare that to like a kid
Oh,
in
add drugs,
yeah, add drugs to the
add
fucking equation.
alcohol, weed, and whatever else.
Like you could see your life and be like, bro, that's fucking terrible. Compare it to a kid in like fucking that's my dog, sorry.
This
In
is
like
Groot, guys.
this is Groot. He has cancer.
Groot the pooch.
Um compare it to a kid in like Africa. Like,
Or
dude, that kid would give up anything to switch places with you.
well, a kid in a rough place in Africa, because not all Africa is like fucked up, but like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, a kid in a rough position in Africa.
Yeah, in like a
Dude,
mud hut or something. It's
I
fucked
remember
up.
going to Mexico, and I literally when I was going there, like 20, like I was 10, so this is 10 years ago, so 2014.
Yeah.
Um, or no, 2015 now, I guess. It was like 2015, and like fucking they I would like walk around seeing kids with no shoes.
Yeah.
No shoes
Maybe
on
they were
dirt
just
roads.
grounding.
No shoes, dirt roads, and like
Were they grounding
oh
perhaps?
god, I hope like bro, it
That's
was bad.
fucked, my
It was
bad.
bad, and I was pulling up with like my light up sneakers, bro.
Oh,
It was
bro, you were
fucked, bro.
flexing
I
on them.
like
That's
it was really
foul.
fucked. I remember like yeah, it was horrendous. Like I would me just being me, like to my because I remember going and hanging out with my cousin and her friends.
Yeah.
I actually went to school in Mexico for a day.
Really?
Yeah, but like I remember being there, like hanging out with my friend, with my cousin's friends, and they ended up like telling her that they didn't like me because they felt like I was um like a show off or something, which I really wasn't.
You just had that
I was a
shit.
kid, bro. I'm like 10, and I just had like normal shit
Like
for
normal
here,
shit,
normal
yeah.
shit for
Like
here,
fucking
and
Skechers and shit.
I had
Yeah.
Skechers,
They didn't have
Levi's,
shoes.
and like a T-shirt from like
Yeah.
some goofy
Right, yeah.
graphic or something, and that was it. That was my fit,
Right.
and like they, they to them it's like, oh, he's a show off, and it's like, bro, what? Like it was
Far
insanity.
from that,
Yeah,
bro.
no, and then it was just really weird, and it was class over there was insanity. People like
I
Like the
bet.
teacher would leave for a second, and literally within 2 minutes, like not even 2 minutes, literally within 30 seconds, the entire class was upside down. There was a kid in the like on a tree outside within like 2 minutes of the teacher leaving. It was insanity. And then they would have someone around the corner scouting, and if they saw the teacher coming back, they'd, yeah, she's coming, and then everyone come back. The class went right back to like reset zero, and it was like nothing ever
Oh
happened,
my
and
god,
everyone's back on their work, and the teacher never knew
that's
anything.
insane.
It was insanity. And like I remember watching this whole thing go down. I'd be like, bro, this could never happen. Like in LA, because like they weren't just like going outside and leaving the classroom, bro. They
Right.
were like flipping desks. They were throwing shit all over the place. They were playing tag. They were like going nuts. They were like a fight. It was insanity. It was insanity. But yeah, we have it pretty good here.
I remember in God 10th grade, I was in math class for Miss James. Shout out Miss James.
Shout out, Miss James.
And my friend Davis and a few other people, when she wasn't looking, we would take fucking glue sticks and throw them on the fucking ceiling
I think you remember telling me
so they
about.
would stick, and they would fucking stick like a lot of the time. And then Miss James would fucking turn around after like half an hour.
And they just be fucking glue
There's like
sticks.
fucking icicles on the ceiling. There's like 5 of them. She's like, "What is going on over there?" Like,
That's
"Oh, what the hell is
fucked.
that?" It was the funniest shit
That's
ever.
fucked.
Like, dude, school's so boring. It's just
It, it's
dumb.
it's it was set up by J.D. Rockefeller
Yes.
to create factory workers.
Yeah.
And it has not changed since.
It's the fucking Matrix. It is getting you ready for permanent enslavement.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's institutionalizing you.
Yeah.
100%. They I feel like one of the main things that school pushes, not outright and blatantly, but very, very subtly, especially at like the kind of school that we went to.
Yeah.
Individuality is terrible. Is bad.
It's
Is evil.
frowned upon. Yeah.
It's like they wouldn't say it, but
Yeah.
with their actions, their attitudes, the way they handled
Yeah.
this kind of stuff, they quite literally are saying individuality is evil
So,
and selfish.
yes, I can confirm this. When I was at school, I had terrible grades. I was running an online eBay business, and they would call you into the college center and shit, like to go fucking talk about college and shit.
Gridley was making
I was making bread back
money,
then.
bro.
Bread.
Bro.
I walked into the college center and they asked me, "Hey, so fucking what is your plans?" And shit. I'm like, "Well, I have this online business. I'm gonna continue it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." They didn't give a fuck. All they said, "Oh, you're not going to college?"
Fuck no.
No, I'm not. I don't have a need to because I'm making all this money. You're not going to college? No, I'm not. Okay, bye.
Yeah, they just don't care
No,
about
they
you.
don't care.
They literally don't care
No.
because why? Because you're not contributing to more of the institutionalized collection of money.
Yeah.
That gives you nothing.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's fucking
And
insane.
dude, it's not only are you not gaining anything, but you're losing so much,
You really
dude.
are.
You're indebting yourself before you ever even set foot on the workforce.
You're in mental debt prior to being in actual physical debt.
It's insanity
because your mind is in this like state of like, oh, I have to do this like this. I have to get a fucking 9 to 5. I have to do this.
I have
Like,
to, I have to, I
bro,
have to, I have to. No, you don't.
JD Rockefeller, do you think that he had a fucking 9 to 5? No, he had an oil monopoly.
But he obviously he didn't start there.
No,
But
no.
what you need is a growth mindset. It's a completely different
Yes.
mindset.
But
There's a reason why not everyone is rich or has their life where they want it to be.
Yes.
Because that's not the ultimate goal of everyone.
Right.
And I totally get that. I was going to say that earlier. Like being rich isn't the epitome of human existence. And I wouldn't want to be rich and unhappy or
Yeah.
in an unloving relationship. I would
What's
almost
that smell, bro?
what?
Something smells like shit.
Oh shit! The Groot shit. I don't
Bro,
smell anything.
something smells awful.
Really? Oh, I smell that now.
Bro, what the fuck is that?
I have no clue.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
Oh well.
So something fucking reeks back
Yeah,
here.
I don't know. That's weird.
Probably some hobo or something. No, go ahead.
Yeah, it's weird out
Yeah,
here.
whatever.
But
Welcome to LA.
what was I saying?
The growth mindset, people just don't have it.
No. Before that, something about
Fuck. Well, I said JD Rockefeller didn't have a 9 to 5.
yeah. I mean, it's more about. Oh yeah, I was talking about being like how rich is not like
Right.
the epitome
Yes,
of human
yes.
existence. I'd rather be poor and in a loving relationship with a loving community than rich and miserable. So
Here's the thing. people's definition of rich is flawed.
Yes.
Being rich is not the physical abundance of money. It's
Rich in
having
spirit.
it's having a free mind.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think
Freedom.
that's what people got it fucked up.
That's Here's the thing. Everyone thinks everyone's after money, but I feel like half of people don't know why, and
Yeah.
they think that, well, they'll say, "Yeah, I know why, because I want to continue to live in society, and I want to buy a house, and I want to support my family." Okay, but why? Oh, well,
That's
because
what I was told to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
they don't have an answer.
No.
Okay, but if you really dig why, all we want is freedom.
Yeah.
Literally, all we want is freedom. We
Do
want the
what you want when you
we
want.
want the freedom to be able to sit and do nothing,
Yeah.
or get on a plane and jump out the fucking thing,
Yeah. Like
or or, or,
freedom.
or just go lay on the grass
Yeah.
and all day
Yeah.
and go
Here's
eat whatever you want.
here's this other topic. The topic of money. What is money?
Oh my gosh,
The
bro.
government has made this piece of paper, put someone's face on, assigned an imaginary value to it that we
Except is true.
yeah, that we accept its value as being true. Like I can go to the grocery store, buy said apple for $1, and I hand them this piece of paper. That exchange is now in your head, like, oh, so this paper is actually worth something. Nixon took us off of the gold standard. When that happened, the
You got
U.S.
fucked.
the
Everyone got
the
fucked.
U.S. dollar was totally backed by gold, which gave it actual value. Once he took it off that, it is imaginary. It is not worth anything.
Anything.
If everyone woke up one day and said, you know what? This isn't worth anything. The world would be in fucking
Yeah, it would
chaos,
fall apart.
but it
The
would be
whole
true.
yeah.
It would be totally true, which is fucking trippy to think about.
It's insane, and
Yeah.
like just the concept of mere value itself
Yeah.
is fucking weird because
Yeah.
what gives like the U.S. dollar value in theory originally was gold, right?
Yes.
Okay, but what gives gold value?
It's abundance on Earth. There's not much of it.
It's scarcity.
Yes.
Yeah, it's scarcity. But what like
It's
why do we value
valuable.
scarcity?
It's not just that. It's used in a lot of things. Well,
It has function.
we like
Absolutely.
shiny things.
We like shiny
We
things,
like
and that,
shiny things.
but like the mere concept of value is like just weird in and of
it's
itself.
flawed. Yeah.
It's
People used to barter. Like, here, I'm gonna give you a fucking bread for gas.
Have you seen the video of that one guy? The like, because this is kind of what shows like value is like is an imaginary is an, at least our perception of value is an imaginary concept completely. There's this video. There's videos of this guy. He's like a jeweler in New York. Have you seen him?
Who is it? Moses?
I don't know his name, but he's like a jeweler in New York.
Okay.
He'll literally hold gold bars
I've seen this guy.
and go out into the streets.
Trax NYC is the guy.
Yeah. And he'll literally just go
Yeah.
and like hand people like ounce of gold.
Yeah.
Ounce of gold, anyone.
Yep.
How much is an ounce of gold?
2,300 or something.
Bro,
Something like
ounce of gold. Here, free ounce of
Yeah.
gold.
No,
Here,
no,
take
no,
this,
stop,
take
stop,
this. And
stop,
people
stop.
just walk by him.
Yeah.
People just walk by
Yeah.
him. People, and you know
It's
what, man?
wild.
That's exactly how people walk by true value.
Yeah. It's true.
People, that's such a perfect indication of why I feel like we're in this like fucked up place where no one knows what they want, and everyone just feels lost. It's like this like underlying fucked up anxiety that everyone low key knows that no one knows what the fuck's going on or where this is gonna go or what the fuck's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Or how we're gonna sort it out. But all everyone wants is freedom and peace.
Yes.
And people walk by opportunities for those every day.
Yeah.
Every second of every day, you always have the option to choose peace, love, and freedom.
Freedom. Yeah.
And people actively don't.
Yeah.
They walk by it exactly like they did there.
And this starts in the school system.
I
think
it's
it does.
reinforced by the school system. I think it starts even further. I think it starts in early childhood, dude.
Really?
100%, because those parents were educated by the school system too.
So it all starts in the fucking school system.
Well, there was traumatic upbringings before I believe there was a school system.
Sure, but
Like,
you're at school a lot more than you're at home.
But that wasn't the case for
During
most
that
of
time.
history.
Sure, but like in the past 100 years,
Yes,
that
but
was the case.
the thing is, do you know about epigenetics?
No.
Okay, so there's this concept in I'm not a geneticist or anything. I'm
Yeah.
not a fucking scientist. I just did research on this kind of stuff. There's everyone knows about the concept of junk DNA.
Mm-hmm.
DNA, there's like an enormous percentage of our DNA that for some reason scientists just referred to as junk DNA
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't understand what it was for. And actually that's a symbol of that's symbolic of how society looks at what they don't understand. Junk.
Junk.
They
Yeah.
literally refer to it as junk
Yeah.
DNA, and they recently
Walking
discovered
past gold.
it's epigenetic information.
Okay.
So DNA is the most efficient way to physically store information.
It makes sense.
Like
Yeah.
like quite literally, like the best way to store information. I think some big company, either Microsoft or one of those big heads,
Yeah.
are using DNA to store information now, and you can rent that to store space.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they found out that this enormous percentage of our DNA that they used to call junk is actually information we have stored in our bodies, passed down from every generation.
Holy shit.
Why is it that children, without knowing, without being taught,
Yeah.
already know that big teeth, loud growls, and sharp claws inherently means run, fear, get scared?
Yeah. It goes
That's
back to the
it's
caveman, bro. Yeah.
exactly. That's how
All
far
right.
back. So that's what I'm saying. I think the school system reinforces it and is a is a result of of all this epigenetic trauma that we've picked up for since the beginning of
Yeah.
time. Essentially,
That makes
it's
sense.
all stored up.
That makes sense.
That's why there's such things as generational trauma.
Right.
Like if your family struggled with addiction, this is a hot take, bro, and I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
think it's not a genetic thing. Like I can't change that, and I'm
Yeah.
always gonna struggle with
I
it.
hate that.
It's stupid, bro. It's
You
stupid.
know what? Fine. Go ahead.
Go
Fuck
ahead.
it. Whatever.
Sure, bro.
Go ahead.
Sure. Exactly.
Live your
Keep that
life
mindset.
fucking
Keep
miserably. Go
that
ahead.
fucking
Go ahead.
fixed mindset, bro. That's passed down genetically.
Yeah.
I am
Trauma.
choosing to believe that that can be undone by a decision.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
and the decision is to simply leave it. I fully believe in free will and our ability to transcend material existence, which would be our genetic information and programs, to become a completely different kind of being.
Yeah.
And then when you have kids, all of a sudden, that's not theirs. It
Yeah.
stops with you.
Yeah.
And so
But you gotta make that choice.
you have to make that
There
choice.
was a person who decided to, like, you know what, bro, I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this today, and it kept going down
Bro,
and down and down.
yeah.
So there was a choice to start it.
Mhm.
You gotta make
Yeah.
the choice
And
to
then
end
parents tell their children, we have generational chronic anxiety, chronic
it. Right.
depression. It runs in the family.
Yeah. No, bro.
Bullshit.
No, bro.
Bullshit.
No.
Your family unit simply chooses to continue to feed into this narrative
Yeah.
that you are a fixed thing. You are not.
Yeah.
We're constantly changing, and it is completely up to choice. Now, here's the thing. Ultimately, someone's going to hear this and think that
Someone's
is
gonna leave some crazy
literally delusional.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You're denying science, and I'll tell you this. You can't prove that. No one can prove anything.
Mhm.
Therefore, it literally comes down to what you want to believe. Genuinely practice this exercise. Try to prove to yourself that you exist here now. To prove
Yeah.
means to show that it cannot be any other way. Now, before you say, "Oh well, I feel it, I see it, I'm here, bro."
Yeah.
Nah, you could literally be a brain in a vat, being electrically
Yeah.
stimulated to create this experience, because that's really all it is here. Now,
Yeah. Go ahead.
because we don't know anything, how do we know that we can't change these things? We
Right.
can't prove that.
Right.
Therefore, it comes down to what you want to believe. If
Yeah.
you want to believe that you can't change it, go right ahead.
Stay fucked up.
Stay fucked up. Even if
That's
I
on you.
can't change it, I'm going to choose to believe I can.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I've been seeing results.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
You can change it.
You absolutely can.
It's up to you.
You can either be delusionally miserable or delusionally happy. And if you ask me, if we're just gonna be delusional in the end, I'd rather
Yeah.
be delusionally happy.
Well, if you look at someone at like fucking Goggins,
Yeah.
right? The man was morbidly obese.
Bro, Goggins, yeah.
That's a perfect example.
Perfect example of
Make
what
the fucking choice.
we were talking about it
Yeah,
earlier.
it ran in his family
Mhm.
apparently.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, well, I guess that this is just the way it is."
Yeah.
No, no, it's not.
Absolutely
It's
not.
up to you,
Bro,
bro.
because did you hear him talk about his life, like his day to day, what he would do?
Yeah.
He would work. He worked for Ecolab, like
Right.
spraying down like places for like rodents
for
and
fucking roaches
cockroaches,
and shit, right.
pests.
Right.
So he would do his job. His job was exterminating pests, and then when he was done, he'd go home. He gave the whole like thing. He would get a chocolate milkshake, all this other food, just like
Crazy.
horrendously like diabetes fueling food,
Yeah.
and then just sit and be sad alone by himself with no money in his apartment and just be miserable.
Yeah.
And if you if you would have looked at him back then, you probably would have been like, damn, this is his existence probably forever now.
Yeah.
This man literally turned his
Made that choice.
entire life around, made the choice, and just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the hardest motherfuckers on the planet. He
They don't
is
know
one
me,
of the
son.
hardest motherfuckers on
They
the
don't
planet.
know me, son.
Yeah, he went on to be an ultra marathon runner.
Yep.
He's absolutely shredded. He's
Wrote a book that's fantastic.
and he made bank off it.
Yeah.
And he does talks and stuff. And he
Yeah.
just it's an example of the power of will.
Yeah.
Will. Because if there's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
If you really want to overcome depression, you will. If you haven't overcome your depression,
Okay.
it's entirely your own responsibility.
I'm gonna get in
not
trouble
your
for
fault.
this.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's not your fault, but you are responsible for making that change. Go ahead.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Go ahead.
Depression is not an illness. Anxiety is not an illness. It's a feeling, and I'm gonna tell you why. I was convinced like I had anxiety.
Mhm.
I had like fucking depression.
Or OCD. I remember
Something.
you mentioning that. Yeah.
I would go and do something. Let's say gamble, because I did gamble, right? When I won, anxiety, depression, OCD was completely fucking gone.
Because you
Meaning-
chose to believe it's something.
Meaning it's a fucking feeling.
It's 100%. It's a feeling.
Feelings come and go.
You want to know what the real illness is?
Sure.
Masochism.
Okay. If we can define that for the people.
Masochism is enjoying, writhing in the pain that you experience, inflicting pain on yourself.
Yeah.
Like sadistically torturing yourself and enjoying it.
Right.
And that's just, I see that nonstop.
Yeah, it's true.
It's insanity. And yeah, it like anxiety, it's not, anxiety is a feeling. Depression's a feeling.
Yes.
That's not the illness. The illness is your decision to continuously attach yourself to it.
Yes.
My anxiety.
Yes.
Whoa, I gotta just bump the mic. My anxiety,
Yeah.
my depression,
Right.
my this, my that.
Right.
You own it.
Yeah.
You make it a part of your
You
identity.
unconsciously say that and you affirm it within yourself. And
Yes.
It's like, okay, well then we do have this. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll just keep feeling like shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But like my point is, it's a feeling. You can do something, fucking fix your mind on anything else, and it's completely gone. It's a feeling.
Or fix your mind on it and allow it to pass.
But like, guys, okay, if you are struggling with anxiety, depression, OCD, anything like that, fix your mind on something else. Read a book, watch some TV, go gamble. Your mind is not focused on the illness itself. It's completely gone, making it a fucking feeling.
And
isn't that fucking weird?
And don't distract yourself either.
No,
Utilize
just test it.
Yeah.
Just test it and see what happens.
Focus your mind on constructive,
Yes.
positive things.
Go and work out.
Go and work out immediately.
Yeah.
That's
It's gone.
100% what you need to start with.
I know
Focus your mind on working out.
that's what everyone says nowadays, but everyone says it because it's true.
Yeah.
Guys,
Socrates, I believe it was Socrates.
Okay.
I don't know, one of the greats, said it is important to rigorously exercise the body so that it doesn't become disobedient to the mind.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it will get away from you.
It's true.
And so another thing I guess I realized is like the language that people describe illness, mental illness,
Mhm.
and stuff like that. I have depression.
Right.
I am I have depression. my anxiety, they
Right.
own it. I have.
It's windy. Holy
I
shit.
that they are confessing right there. What do you do when you have something? You hold it in
Right.
some way or another.
Yeah.
You either store it
You
somewhere,
own it. Yeah.
no one else can have it but
Right.
you.
Yeah.
I have depression. You don't have
No.
depression.
You don't have
You're
anything.
feeling depressed.
Right. It's
And
a
those are
feeling.
such different
Yeah.
things.
Well, one exists and one doesn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One's completely a figment of your imagination, and one is truly based in things that are happening.
Yeah.
And
You
we're
can
not.
feel depressed. Humans, like, are meant to go through hard things and
Yeah.
become better. You are meant to feel temporarily depressed.
Each and every single one of those episodes isn't meant to lead you to the grave.
No,
It's meant to strengthen you
to
beyond your wildest
yeah.
imagination.
It's just a test. Can you pass the test, or do you want to stay just fucking depressed?
I would go as far as to say I believe in God.
So do I.
So
Jesus
that's
Christ.
that's the foundation with which I approach reality. Our creator is literally just like allowing a difficult situation to
Yeah.
happen to you, not to fuck with you,
Yeah.
not because he doesn't love you, not because he doesn't have control over his creation,
Mhm.
and he's not a loving God because children have cancer.
Right.
No, these difficult things happen to us because God knows that they are going to lead to the absolute greatest good. Our
Yeah.
limited perspective
Yeah.
does not allow us to see that. We say, how is children having cancer good?
Right.
If you're a Christian and you truly believe in God, the idea of children having cancer, they're innocent children. If they die from cancer, they literally go to the most amazing place in existence.
Yeah.
Heaven.
Yeah. It's hard to see
They
it.
leave suffering
Right.
on earth and go to the most amazing place on earth. So
Yeah.
that's debunked. That's
Right.
out of the window. Who gives a shit? They're
It's hard.
good.
It's hard to see it for some people, but it is totally true.
And almost everyone, I'm sure you can look back on an experience that happened, you were miserable, and then time went on, and then you're like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
What
bro,
would I be now?
if I hadn't gotten that?
Exactly.
And 99% of the time, you'll have that realization because you made a constructive decision on
Yeah.
how to address it.
Right.
When you don't do that, you blame that situation, that person,
Yeah.
whatever, for where you are.
It can make you or it can break you.
You
Up to
can make
you.
you or you can
Yeah.
break you.
Up to you.
100% up to you.
bro.
And you have no one else to blame for your view on yourself, your view on life, your view on absolutely every single, your experience of existence. You have absolutely no one to blame. You only have the responsibility of where you want to take it.
Yeah. It's you versus you.
It's you
No
versus you.
one wakes up in the morning and asks themselves, how can I better Hyro's life?
Exactly.
That
Bro,
doesn't happen.
no one is
No.
going to make things better for you.
No.
I'll be honest, your parents don't even think that. Your parents want you to do better. They want what's better for you, but they're not thinking about how they can do everything for you. They're
Yeah.
thinking about how they can get you
How
to
can
the
I help him
point.
do this? How can I help him do that?
How they can get you to the point
Yeah.
where you don't need help anymore.
No one's gonna hold your hand.
No.
No.
And
People have to understand that.
100%. It's really it's only you. It's
Yeah.
you
It's
are
you
the
versus you.
only you are your biggest impediment. The
Yeah.
absolute biggest obstacle you have in life is you.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you are the only solution to all of your problems.
Yeah.
Literally. You, with the morals, guidance of a higher power, in my
Yeah.
opinion, is really the only way you're going to transcend any situation.
Yes.
Whether you actually consciously decide to tap into a higher power or not, I'm sorry, but
Andrew Tate said this. He said, you are the only person that can make this happen, and you are the only person that can fuck this up. And he was 100% right. He's 100% right when he said that.
And people don't want to look at it like that. People don't want to look
they
at
don't want to see the truth.
people because ultimately blame is a fun thing for people to do. They like to blame other people for their issues. They're like other people,
No, it's
places,
just easy.
it's just the easiest thing.
It's easy. Oh, he was the reason why I fucking broke my foot.
And you don't have
Fuck
to
you.
and you don't have to accept that you are the one killing yourself.
Yeah.
People will do anything to avoid. People will literally die.
Yeah.
Then they rather die than accept that they are the biggest problem.
Yeah.
It's fucking
It's
insane.
crazy. It's crazy.
Don't let it get through.
No, we were going to talk about a lot of different things on this podcast,
It went
but
way off, but
yeah, we are way off. It's windy. I think that we should wrap this up.
it's all
It's
good,
hard to
bro.
see.
Another
Good
great one.
topic. Really, really good stuff today.
Fantastic.
Next episode will be about AI.
Oh yeah, we wanted to
We're
talk
going
about
to get
AI.
into AI.
For sure,
There's some
for
crazy
sure.
shit going on.
It's getting insane.
All right, guys.
Adios.
Stay aware.
Peace.
Oh, fuck. It wasn't recording? Okay.